Good morning, good morning. Gee, it's great to start your day for Fun Friday with Coffee with Karma today. And I always forget to check to make sure the sound's working. It does look like it's working. Yay! So I've got a treat for you today. It didn't quite work. But what does this thing make you think of? Dun, 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 dun. Well, it would have if I had a fuse and all the thing, but you know. Today I am going to give you a mission, and should you choose to expect it, you will be more productive in writing your book because I'm going to be sharing with you 5 productivity hacks that were inspired by the 1960s TV show Mission Impossible, which first aired in 1966. And in case you are new to this series, my birthday happens on August 26th, and so every episode of Coffee with Karma, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I am doing episodes that are inspired by TV shows that started the year I was born. It started off with Dark Shadows, and then we moved on to, I believe, what was I can't remember. It's like all these I know Tarzan, in fact, the song Tarzan Boy has been my personal earworm since last Wednesday when I did the Tarzan episode, and this week I've done That Girl on Monday, and Wednesday was The Time Tunnel, and today we're doing Mission Impossible productivity hacks inspired by the spy espionage type show Mission Impossible. So, your first oh, and by the way, my name is Carma Spence, and I help executive coaches, business leaders, and consultants write, publish, and market their client attracting books so that they can grow their business. And I do it in a very quirky way because I'm quirky, and that's just the way it is. Well, actually, I help you however works for you, but I am quirky, so if you can't handle quirky, oh well. Wow, that was a really smelly match. I'm really smelling it. Anyway, besides wait, let's go on to tip number 1, the covert ops method. Now, this method I've talked about in a short video before, and it's what I often call found time. So basically, you're living your life and all of a sudden you've got a spare moment because you're waiting in a doctor's office for an hour or you're in line at the grocery a really long line at the grocery store. These are found time moments that you can multitask and work on your book. This is analogous to the Impossible Missions Force, aka IMF team, um, seizing every opportunity to further their mission. So, what I recommend that you do is you have what I call a mobile office. You've got your mobile book office. It's a bag, or if you want to get fancy, it can be an attaché. It doesn't matter, but basically, it is. Goodness gracious, my phone is annoying me. There. Basically, it is, your pen, your journal, your recording device, whatever it is that you can quickly use on the fly to work on your book. That means you may take if you're in the editing phase, you may be taking your manuscript everywhere you go so that you can edit it when you have these found moments. Or if you're working on the writing portion, you can be dictating your book or you can be writing it in a journal in these found moments. You'd be surprised all these found moments can add up, and that's the covert ops method. This next one is kind of related. It's called the undercover review hack, and it's kind of like basically you review your content in unlikely places. So just like the IMF agents often review their mission details in covert locations, unexpected moments, like walking in the park or standing in line, you can review and refine your book. So it's related to the covert ops, but it's slightly different. This is definitely when you're in the editing phase, you can be reviewing your content. Tip number 3, the infiltration strategy. This is basically integrating your book writing into your daily activities. Just like an IMF agent blended into their surroundings, you can integrate your writing into your daily routine. Uh, my husband did cons try to convince me to, like, put on that peel off mask stuff that I have so that I could just, like, peel it. You know that scene from Mission Impossible where he's peeling it off because, they were somebody that you didn't think they were. So silly. Anyway, well, the way the infiltration strategy works is that, first of all, you plan for your writing time, and you honor that plan. Another is that you make it a part of, like, you could be washing the dishes and dictating your next chapter. You you fit in writing where it fits in your work because, yes, you can set aside time and dedicate it to your book and then move everything, and that is one tactic that works, but sometimes you don't have the bandwidth to do that because you've got kids, you've got a job, you've got all these things that you need to juggle. That's when you use the infiltration strategy, and you find moments of how you can work writing your book and the various activities you need to write your book into the life you have right now. Number 4, digital lockdown. I should have done a digital lockdown, honestly, before I started. I usually do. It's turn off your phone, turn off your email, turn off your close all the tabs and focus. Get rid, in fact, if you need to put a sign on your door that says "Do not disturb" or work out, whatever it is, sometimes pets don't pay attention to these things, but do as much as you can to reduce the distractions that are in your environment. And tip number 5, the infamous or the famous self-destructing tape. This is knowing when to scrap what you've worked on and start over. I don't do this as often as I used to because I really plan. I embrace the turtle way and I write an outline. But sometimes I get a creative spark and I will, like, work on a project and then realize, that isn't working. So you scrap it and you start over, and that's okay. Sometimes you need the self-destructing tape in order to just reset things and start over. That's that and honestly, to avoid that particular painful moment, that's why I recommend outlining. Outlines are not written in stone. They are guidelines, but they help keep you on track so you're less likely to go down writing rabbit holes. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. So there you got your 5 productivity hacks, the covert ops method, and that is capitalizing on found time. The undercover review hack, which is doing your work in unlikely places and sometimes in unlikely moments. The infiltration strategy, where you integrate your writing into your daily life. The digital lockdown, which is turning off all the distractions. And the self-destructing tape, which is knowing when to go, okay, this isn't working, start again. And it's okay, that happens. But the better you get at doing this, the less likely that happens. So there is hope. So I hope you accept your mission. If you would like help with your mission, please do schedule a curious conversation with Karma at karmaspence.com/schedule, and we can have a conversation. This is not a sales call. It is really a conversation for us to get to know each other, for me to give you some guidance on how to achieve the goals that you are trying to achieve, and find out whether a book is really the best leveraging asset that you need. And if we both agree that working together might be a good idea. We'll set up a separate call. Okay? A separate call. That's the money call. This is a really a getting to know you clarity call. So there you go. We can have a virtual coffee when you schedule a curious conversation with Karma at karmaspence.com/schedule. That is coffee with Karma for this Fun Friday, and I will see you on Monday. Ciao for now.